What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be watching and reacting to The Punisher Season 2 finale, which is titled The Whirlwind. So I'm so excited to finally finish this show. Although, obviously it's upsetting to finish it because, you know, I don't like finishing shows because it's like, oh no, I can't watch any new episodes of it anymore. But I really enjoyed this show, and just to kind of like put a final bow on it would be nice. I've been watching it for like 4 months. It's taken me a while to finish it, even though it's only 2 seasons, but I've loved every second of it, really. There's only like a couple little things that I had issues with. I think it's definitely one of my favorite comic book shows. I would say top 2. It's not better than Daredevil, but it's close. And after we finish this, we'll be moving on to another new show. Of course, we have a bunch of other shows that are newer to, you know, that recently released that we're going to be watching as well. But when it comes to like an older show that we're going to watch now, I will be doing some polls for that, and that will be really, really soon. But for this, I need to see what's going to happen with both the situations, because the Billy plotline and the Pilgrim plotline have not been fully completed yet, so we still have more stuff going on with both of them. But last episode left us off in some really interesting places with all of those storylines, so yeah, I can't predict what's going to happen, but let's just jump right into this. If you want to see the full uncut reaction, that'll be my Patreon. Links that will be in the description down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's watch. Oh, and stick around for the end, because we're going to be doing one of those character tier lists for all the Punisher characters from season 1 and 2, so definitely stick around for that. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, because she saw Billy. Oh, Billy's gonna... Is he gonna come up? There's no way that dude's gonna come up here. I just don't believe that. Not for a second. Wait, is he? He'd be really ballsy to do that. Oh! Oh! She could have finished it. I think she hesitated because she didn't shoot those shots fast enough. She... Oh! How the hell is this going to end with either one of them not dying? No, really? What the fuck? Really? I don't know. I don't think she's dead. I think he choked her out, like, you know, knocked her out.
Hi, David. What do I owe?
Oh.
Where is my son?
That's funny.
Say hi, David.
If you touch one hair
What
of
is
his
going
head,
on?
so-
Who is that?
Psychopath.
That works for you, he took the girl. So I took your son.
If I don't get her back safely, you're gonna have a lot more to worry about than the goddamn
Damn.
I will kill everyone who so much as crossed paths with you, Mr. Castle.
You can try, but you know how that'll go.
that was more than a threat. It's a fact.
Your son's bleeding. That's a fact.
I need the girl, and I need her unharmed. Once that happens, you get your son back.
How do I know I can trust you?
You reach me on David's phone.
Oh shit, is that Amy? There's no way Amy's just gonna kill him right now. I mean, I don't know. Like, obviously, you know, in typical action show form, you expect some like final showdown with the villain, but like it could just be right here. You know, she could just shoot him. Little ding dong ditch. She's probably down the hall somewhere or in that room. I mean, all that did was put him on. Now he's all, you know, he's on alert now.
David was never meant to be part of this. Castle took him because you have the girl. Is the girl still alive, John?
John, do you have the girl?
Is he thinking she was just the one who knocked on the door?
You have to do whatever it takes to make David safe. You have only one path now, John. But Michael and Lemuel have 2.
Yeah, okay, Madani's not dead. They wouldn't have killed her off like that. I knew they wouldn't have done that. That would have been so stupid. Did Billy think that he killed her, or did he just not finish the job? Like, was there a reason for him not doing that?
He was here with the doctor the whole time.
Is she alive?
Yeah, but she might wish he wasn't.
Oh, she is? Oh, shit.
He was there after she fell, a bunch of flowers in his head, and he came after me. I put 3 bullets in him, and it was like it did nothing. How am I alive?
She definitely hesitated. Because when she was shooting at him, she wasn't going for the head. And she was shooting very slowly.
Will you tell me when you find him?
I will.
All right, I respect Mahoney now. I mean, he's always been a good guy, you know. we just get annoyed by him because he's always trying to do things like the right way, whereas we're with Madani here, and we're like, okay, well, Madani understands that sometimes the right way is not the best way in these cases. That's why she's done.
I thought he had you. Word out of my goddamn mind.
Oh shit.
I just wanted to see where you lived. I'm sorry. It's from 6:30 down the hall.
That was smart of her, though. Make sure you contact Frank first. Oh, fuck. Wait, is it the wrong room? He might be in the room over. Oh, shit. Dude, this is terrible. What if there's someone on the other side of... Yeah, there is people. Oh, my God. Frank, after what almost happened with those girls before, you probably shouldn't be shooting bullets aimlessly through walls right now. Stop wasting bullets, just get out of there. Yeah. Oh, damn! Dude, you keep getting into the wrong room. He's just letting off every bullet he owns into that wall. Oh, damn.
Go on, back up. I guess we both have something the other ones, right? Bring me David, she stays alive.
Oh, shit. Yeah, but you can't really trust that. That's the thing, though. God damn it. How the hell are they gonna finish both these storylines? Unless they're not planning on finishing both of them, because, like I said before, I don't think this was planned to be the final season. Oh. That was not planned at all. That was... Oh, shit. That was just a bad coincidence for them to show up right there. Well, not really coincidence, because they were hearing the gunshots, obviously. That's why they came, but you know what I mean. Oh. Damn. Nice. Damn. You better hope, one time he doesn't accidentally give someone, like, permanent brain damage or something. Someone who he's not planning on killing, like a police officer, obviously. Holy shit, Frank. What doctor is this?
How about you leave that till after we're done, huh?
You want me to have a drink? Trust me.
He's got a gun to him doing this?
The gun ain't gonna do much good for my nerves either. I'm not going under. I have to. No matter how much of a badass you think you are, you're gonna flinch, and I'm gonna take 2 inches off your liver.
I said no.
Holy shit, you're just asking to die then.
This is stupid.
Is it in his stomach? He got knocked out. He's thinking to himself, should he call the police? I don't know. Where's he gonna take the money? No, come on, bro. Come on.
My parents had all these people murdered simply because they were ashamed of me. Didn't want anything about me hurting their legacy.
That's what it seems like it is, yeah.
You don't seem like him, Castle. Why are you doing this? Holding me hostage.
I started out just wanting to do the right thing. Now I just want to go home.
You and me both.
Did he throw him in a dumpster? He's expecting him to die, I guess. But he's somehow not dead. Did Curtis let him go? Frank is so fed up with this shit. I really don't get how they're gonna, like, wrap all this up in the next 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah. How do we do this?
Fuck, he doesn't have... Dude, Curtis, why, man?
You want him, you come get him.
What happened to thou shalt not kill? Come on, you
For real?
murdered people who never hurt anybody. They're using you. Just because someone says something is true doesn't mean that it is, even if you want to believe them. Even if you keep believing them. In the end, you just have to admit that they're lying and change your own path. Let me go. Walk away.
I wish I could. I really wish I could.
Detective.
What? Curtis wanted to meet up with him?
I saw you, Mr. Hoyle.
Yeah, okay, so he brought him here.
Senator Schultz?
Castle kidnapped him.
Solving a crime no one knew about. Impressive.
I just given him back.
Senator, do you want me to arrest this man?
No, I don't. He's just trying to fix someone else's mistakes.
Dude, Curtis, but like...
I've learned nothing is easy or simple where Castle is concerned.
Sure, it's the right thing, but what about Amy?
Everyone says you're a good guy, so long as you never point a gun at another cop again. You get a pass.
Mahoney is very forgiving, I will say. He forgives Madani like every 2 episodes. Shit, man. Well, this just puts... Curtis, I feel like he knew what he was doing here. Like, you know, here's the thing. I think maybe Curtis thought, oh, Amy's not kidnapped by him because he didn't find out that she was kidnapped by him until... Actually, he didn't know that because the call that Amy gave to them made it seem like obviously she wasn't kidnapped by him, which she wasn't at the time, but now she is. So that's actually fair. Curtis didn't know. Okay, that's fair. So Curtis probably thought, why does he even need to be here anymore if Frank's just gonna go, you know, there was no point. All right, that makes sense, but still.
David's in the trailer. Found a C4 strapped to his head. I press the same button on this phone. We paint the walls with him. Well, you think you can trust them?
They had my sons.
Now he's like, shit, this makes this more complicated. He doesn't want to kill a father. He's done it many times, obviously, but, you know, it makes it more complicated for him.
You got a name?
John.
Okay, John. Here's the thing. That kid right there, the one whose head you got that gun on, you see, I'd do anything for her. Anything.
He's basically her father at this point. I really want to see her return whenever the Punisher comes into the Marvel's MCU stuff. Assuming she lives this, I hope she fucking lives through this.
Let her go, John. What are you gonna do here? You gonna kill another kid? Is that who you are? Hey. It's me. You gotta walk away.
Derek, don't do this.
Walk away. Hey.
Don't do this.
Stop it. You walk away, you go get in that car, and you drive to the end of the road. You hit the horn. When you get there, you hear me. Go now. Hey.
I love their connection, man. I love it. So what the hell is he gonna do?
There, he's not in there.
And he can't kill him because he wants to know where he is. Oh, don't say you don't know. Don't say you don't know, though. Nice. All right, well, he's good. He's good now. Damn. Oh, it wasn't even loaded? Oh, shit. I guess he was out of ammo. Holy shit. You know, it would be so hype if Amy came back and killed this son of a bitch. They are so beat up. I love how these Defenders Saga shows are shot. Like, they're so intimate and close up with the characters, you know? A lot of handheld camera shots.
You need a minute.
You need a minute? Oh. Damn. He's gonna have to kill him. That's it for him. He's killed fathers before. I don't think he's gonna like not be able to do it. It's just, you know, makes it different.
When you kill them,
Don't hurt my boys.
Oh, he comes when he comes after, yeah, Schultz's.
I know who you are. You're the Whirlwind.
Well, that's the name of the episode. I don't know what it means though. I know what a whirlwind is, but I swear to God, if Billy comes after Curtis, I don't. Oh no, he is, because Curtis is he's a medic, right? Fuck, Billy's coming for Curtis, man. There's no way he isn't, because he needs that medical attention. Where else is he gonna get it?
No.
Curtis.
Yeah, dude, there's no way Curtis is gonna help him.
I'm bleeding all over your basement. I'm dying, Kurt. Will you come?
You know, here's the thing. If he does it, I don't believe Billy could change. I just don't. But if he does it, I think it will spark some sort of a change, at least.
I know that I probably don't deserve it after what I've done. But if you can find it in yourself to be a brother one last time.
I feel bad for him, but I don't want to. Like, don't stop. I can't believe she didn't die. That keeps happening in this show. Like, I can't believe they didn't die moments. You know, that happened last season a couple times, and now it's happening a bunch more.
I'm sorry this happened to you.
Which part?
Billy dragging you into this.
He didn't drag me into anything. I love him.
You see this blood? It's his.
Yeah, you should probably change your clothes by now. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of gross wearing his blood all around the place.
When the time is right, he's gonna come for me.
You know, I don't think he's gonna die now. I think this sounds like they're setting up for a season 3 thing. But like I said, then everything got canceled, so.
I knew you'd come.
Oh shit! Wow. Maybe he is gonna die then.
Frank, whatever I've done,
Oh! Never mind about that season 3 buildup. Never fucking mind. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. Can't believe I thought for a second Curtis was actually gonna go and help him.
Any chance we can preserve the crime scene?
What part of this isn't clear to you? Billy called me, then I called you.
That's right, because you're done being involved with Frank.
Money doesn't really matter.
I guess I'm still not used to blurring the lines as much as you.
Maybe I put 5 bullets in him instead of 3.
And he bled out here, that's possible.
And then that's the end of the story.
And what about Castle?
Bro, he better go back with Amy to Michigan. Or where the fuck were they in the first episode? Somewhere in Michigan, around that area. Wisconsin, maybe? They gotta go back there. They gotta go to Beth. Go see Beth, because she was the best. Nah, I mean, he's not. I don't think he's gonna ever get involved with her again. We're probably not gonna see her again. Oh, Punisher's gonna kill them first, though.
We've already talked about this.
Just someone else for you to kill and toss aside.
Oh, she came in here too?
Move, and I'll shoot.
I told you to move the gun away from my wife!
Get down!
Oh. And Frank's gonna walk in. Yep.
I was gonna come in here with 2 bullets. Give you a choice. Looks like your bitch wife made hers.
My God.
Now it's your turn.
Oh, it's her brains? Oh, God.
That's not yours. He's got decency. He cares about the world, about people. He knows right and from wrong. How is that?
Give David a chance at making things right. Or else in 24 hours, I'm gonna walk into the office of the New York Bulletin with this tape.
Wow. Wow. They only shot her because she went for the knife? Wow. Oh my God.
Time for you to make a choice.
If he's gonna do it to himself?
You take that gun. You stick it in your mouth. You blow out the back of your head. Where you live? But you live with the truth.
Holy shit. We're gonna hear a gunshot, aren't we? Oh shit. So he did leave him alive. They're getting on a plane. Is that really safe for them? Oh no, she's getting on a plane. Okay. I was gonna say.
Can't have you on my conscience.
Are you saying that you care?
Think you want boil on my ass. Well, that just won't go away.
Yeah, I once put a stitch or 2 in your butt.
She did.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Well, I care about you too. You know, you pretty much everything. You know, all this time there, I did wonder why did you come after me in the bar that night?
Rough road.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you called me, remember? I thought it was funny. Yeah, it's like the tougher you acted, the more scared you looked. Get down to Florida.
Florida?
What you call this number?
Who's down in Florida?
Buddy of Curtis and mine. He runs a dive school.
Buddy of Curtis.
Take care of you.
He told you.
Hidden treasure, huh?
Oh, dive school, because, yeah, because she wanted to do the marine biology or whatever stuff, you know.
She was.
Wonder who the friend was. Was it someone we know? I mean, my first thought was, did David Lieberman move down to Florida? But I don't think he runs a dive school.
They changed your life.
Aw. Every time Frank's about to cry, man, it, like, kills me. 3 months later? Is he still gonna be doing Punisher shenanigans? There's no way. I don't know, maybe he is. Oh? He blocked Madani.
How'd you find me, Madani?
I'm with the CIA now, Frank.
Oh shit.
I've got a very bad man with a target on his back. He's a good man to take the shot.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool.
I'm offering you a job, Castle.
Already got a job, Madani. You take care.
Damn. He loves being on his own. He doesn't want to be told what to do. Nothing like that. I don't blame him. So honestly, this did a pretty good job of finishing out all the storylines. I can't think of any loose ends right now.
What are you smoking? I didn't call. Oh, you want to dance? Is that what this is?
Oh, shit. Oh.
I'll dance with you.
Oh my god! What the fuck? In loving memory of Stanley, yeah. This must have released around that time. Wow. Any after credits? No. Okay, they didn't tease no season 3. I'm happy they didn't, to be honest, because it allows this rebooted version of him in the MCU to just kind of feel like a fresh take. I do want it to still connect to the show. I would love to see some of the characters return. Based on what we've heard about the Daredevil Born Again, I don't believe that they're gonna do that. I don't know. I really want them to, but I feel like they're gonna treat it like a reboot. I don't want them to do that because some of these storylines are actually all of these storylines in Daredevil and the Punisher are just fantastic. I love this season. I really did. I heard a lot of hate for it, even in my comment section. In the first couple episodes, people were saying they don't like the season. They don't like the season, and I didn't understand it, especially in the beginning. I think the first 3 episodes are the strongest part of the season. I will say I did prefer the stuff in the first 3 episodes, but even later on, I had some concerns about some things. I was a little disappointed with, Billy's face not being as messed up as I thought it should have, but then I thought about it and it was like, okay, it has its place in the story, and I think it makes sense writing-wise. I think the action was always on point. I think my only criticism with this entire season, my only big criticism that I do think could hold it back a little bit, holds it back from being better than season 1 for me, is these 2 separate storylines. I kept talking about it. I kept thinking, are they going to combine them? How are they going to mix them? They never really find a great way to do that. They're very much their own stories, and they pretty much stay that way the whole series. The only difference is that Madani, Curtis, Frank, really just Madani, Curtis, and Frank frequently go between both of the storylines, whether, one person's focused on that at a time, and it just gets so mixed up. And the reason why I don't think that's a good thing is because it makes it so when you're jumping between those scenes, sometimes it's a little too jarring to go from one storyline to a completely separate one. And also, there's ways to do it right. I will say Game of Thrones is a good example. They do such different storylines in that show. I mean, the first 6 seasons of that show literally has completely separate worlds, essentially. But my issue is you have someone like Madani who got involved with the Pilgrim story for a couple episodes, and then she just stopped caring about it an episode later because she wasn't involved with it anymore. And the next thing you know, she has nothing to do with that for the rest of the season. I feel like that could have been fixed a bit. Maybe just find a way to connect them. And I never thought of a way that would make sense. So honestly, I don't know how they would have, but I don't know. I personally was here's my what they should have done. I'll give my idea what they should have done. I think what they should have done is they should have focused purely on this for the first 7 episodes. and don't have Billy get out of the hospital until episode 7, right? So you do that episode 7, Billy gets out of the hospital. You have the build up, those first 7 episodes of Billy in the hospital with Krista getting close to her and everything like that, and Madani being there. But those first 7 episodes are purely focused on this Amy Pilgrim conflict. And when it ends just like how it ends here. It's like very similar to how it led there, right? Maybe some changes, obviously, but pretty similar how it led there. And he finishes what happens there. You know, maybe episode 8 or 9 even. It depends how far they want to go with the story. I do think there was more to the Pilgrim story this season than there was to the Billy stuff. And then once you get to the episode, you know, they finish the story. Frank kills them. It's all good. And the second Frank is finally like, okay, I finished this. I saved this girl from all this shit. I'm good to go. Next thing you know, Billy escapes the hospital and he's like, fuck. Madani calls him up. She's like, Billy got out. And he's like, shit. You know, that would have been, I think, a little bit better, a better way to combine these stories, just to have them, or a better way to have both these stories in the season without actually combining them, is just by having them be separate parts of the season. And then the last 6 episodes can be purely focused on the Billy conflict. So I think that's what I would have done personally if I was making this series, but I don't think it's a big issue the way it was done. I still really enjoyed this season. And let's get into the character tier list because that's something I'm really looking forward to doing. So yeah, let's get to that. All right, let's get to it now. We got the character tier list, and there's a lot of characters on this one. I just grabbed this one right off of Tier Maker, and some characters here that honestly I don't have like anything to say about them, but they're here anyways. So first off, we have Ahmad Zubair, which he was literally not even a character. He was just someone who was a part of the plot because he was important to Madani and that storyline. But I don't think his character had anything to him enough for me to consider him a high tier character. It's hard to even rank him, but I'll just throw him, I guess, for how he moves the plot along with Madani's character. I'm not going to give him a D. I'll give him a C. That's fine. Amy, I didn't even know Ben Dix was her last name. I didn't even know it was Ben Dix. That actually sounds kind of funny. But Amy, A tier for sure. She was great. I don't think she's S, but I did see some people complaining about her being annoying in the comments in some of my videos, and I've personally never felt that way. I never felt like she was annoying. She's obviously younger. She's probably more similar to like my age is my guess. I'm not exactly sure how old she was, but she has a very, very like playful way towards her. She's got some comedic value to her in terms of the scenes. Like sometimes I feel like she was a comedic relief character in some aspects, but when things got serious, I think she was mainly a plot device in those moments, but they did actually give a lot of stuff to her within the storylines, especially with the idea of whether or not killing in certain aspects is like morally okay or not. And she did change Frank. Like if anyone has changed Frank, it was her. You know what I mean? Like out of any characters in the show, you can say David did a little bit, you know, even Madani in some senses. Maybe Curtis, Billy, and stuff like that. Obviously, they all changed Frank. I feel like Amy might have changed Frank the most, which is why I'm putting her in that spot. I think she deserves it. Next up, we have Anderson Schultz, of course, one of the villains, essentially. He wasn't like a primary villain because he wasn't on screen much, but for when he was there, I mean, I think he was probably, I'm going to put him in C tier. I didn't really care too much for him. He obviously did have a big part in the story, but we didn't get to see enough of him to the point where I couldn't really make much of an argument for him. And I might as well find his wife. Is his wife here as well? I'm assuming his wife's on this somewhere. No, was she not included? I ain't even seen the wife. I guess not. They included a lot of people on here, but I guess they didn't include the wife. All right, well, I guess the wife's not being rated. Whatever. We don't need to. Billy Russo. I want to say S. I don't think he was as interesting. No, I think he was equally interesting in both seasons. I do think. Very close though, because obviously it took a while for us to learn that he was going to be the villain. It took like till episode 6 or 7, season 1, for that to be revealed. And I really did like his character there. I'm going to put him in S. I think he deserves it. I think he is the best villain in The Punisher. Probably top 3 for the Defenders saga. Actually, top 3, maybe number 4, because I think top 3 would be like Kingpin, Dex, and then Kilgrave from Jessica Jones. But yeah, I think Billy Russo would be number 4. So I'm going to put him there. That sounds like a pretty decent spot for me. Mahoney, I'm going to put him B. Solid B. He was always great to see. I always loved seeing him, but I don't think he's that great of a character. Carson Wolf was literally there for like an episode or 2, and I'm just going to throw him in C. Remember, just like I do in all my tier rankings for characters, it is not based on who they are as a character. So putting them in S does not mean I like them. It means I think they're an interesting character. Obviously, Billy's a terrible person, and if we're rating it on how villainous they are and how much I hate them, obviously I put them in D. No shit, but that's not. It's a boring way to rank characters in my opinion. So S is for him. Clay Wilson, C. A lot of these characters are going to be in C. This tier list has a lot of like small characters that I don't think are major enough to put that high. So, Curtis is going to go. I want to say S even. There's going to be quite a few S characters, which might be a problem. No, is that a problem though? I don't know. I want to do it so bad. Fuck it. We're doing it, man. If I think they're S, that they're S. That's simple as that, man. Curtis was great. He was probably like a B or A from season 1, but once we got to season 2, they let him do so much more, and I'm so happy about that because, yeah, he was great. He's great on-screen presence. I think the character development for him over the course of season 2 is fantastic. David Lieberman as well. He was basically the new David, but David was fucking amazing in season 1. He was hilarious. So many good scenes. Probably some of the best comedy I've seen in a comic book show from this character. But other than that, I mean, I love the back and forth with him, like just really wanting to reveal himself to his wife, but he just didn't know how to, and he was always worried about like, is Frank getting too close to her, and he had those suspicions of, is Frank gonna like what is he gonna do? Is he gonna take my wife from me? But love that stuff, man. That stuff was so good. Dina Madani, gotta put her at S as well. I'm sorry, a lot of S tiers, man. A lot of S tiers. She is fantastic. I really, really enjoyed her character. I thought she was gonna die at the end of season 1. I thought when she got that bullet in her head, I thought she was done for. But she somehow lived, and then at the end of this episode, again, I thought she was gonna die, and she lived. So I hope to see her return. I think most of these characters I hope to see return. But will they? I don't know. Madani's mom, I don't know. A lot of characters are going to go and see if I don't really like Frank's kids. Like, yes, okay, they're important, but we didn't see them. Like, I can't rank kids that we only saw in like 1 or 2 flashbacks. It's like impossible to rank them. It doesn't make any sense. Frank Castle, top of S. Obviously, this man is the GOAT. He is one of my favorite comic book characters of all time. Actually, I would personally say if we're just ranking like live action comic book movie / show characters, I think he's in the top 5. I think my top 5 is like, you got Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, specifically the one in Logan. You got, Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Really any version of Batman, to be honest. There's a lot of versions of Batman I really like. Obviously Daredevil, Charlie Cox's. But John Bernthal's Punisher, Frank Castle, is definitely in the top 5. He is so great. He's such a unique superhero too, because I'll be honest, like as much as I love Spider-Man, Batman, Daredevil, all those superheroes, Superman, and one thing that always just kind of gets old with them, and I get it, they're superheroes. They're supposed to be like this. But one thing that does get old is the whole like, oh, I can't kill thing, right? That's completely fine. That's morally right. They're superheroes. They're supposed to be like that. They're supposed to be inspirational, right? But it's just so refreshing to have a superhero. He's not really a superhero, but you know what I mean? A hero of some sort, anti-hero, I guess you can call him, who just kills. And he's a good person. Like, Frank is a good person. He just does such bad things that does affect him. And I'm sure it affects many others, but he's doing it for, in my opinion, right reasons for the most part. And I think that makes him a very entertaining and unique character. There are obviously other heroes in comic books that do kill, but I'm just saying Frank is one of the most interesting ones of them. And I think it makes this show so much more entertaining because of that. Fucking love his character, man. Gunnar Henderson, like, what the fuck, dude? He was in 1 episode. Come on. Jake Nelson, I'm actually going to put in B because I actually liked what they did with his character. He had a couple more things to do. And I thought it was at least more interesting than There's more to him than some of the other characters down here, but obviously the way he ended off was, something. John Pilgrim. I feel like I don't think he was that great of a villain, but I did like him as a villain. I just didn't think he was a. Oh wait, no, that's Rebecca Pilgrim. Wait, is his last name Pilgrim? Or are they just... Is that... Did I miss that? I thought that was just like his nickname. I thought it was like his villain name. Did they ever say his last name was Pilgrim? Maybe that was his last name. I don't know. Rebecca was going down there though, but John, I think he's a solid B. I think he's a B. He's good. He's a good villain. I can't put him in an A. I don't think he was like perfectly written by any means. Karen's an S though. All the way up here. Hell yeah, Karen. Karen deserves it. Obviously, we're ranking even just ranking the Punisher version of her. Let's pretend that we're not even talking about the Daredevil version. Just her, how she was in the show. She had like 3 or 4 episodes in season 1, and then she had like 2 episodes or only 1 episode in season 2. But whatever. That was enough for me to love her role in this show. I thought she had a fantastic part to play. So, fuck yeah, I loved it. Krista Dumont. She's gonna go in A. I thought it was Dermont, or is it Dumont? I don't remember. She was such a unique character. Again, so many unique side characters to this show that just kind of like, they add so much to it. And I think her relationship with Billy was probably one of the most like twisted but like interesting parts of this show, and how it all ended. I honestly think she should have died, to be honest, but I'm okay with the way she went off as well. So that's all fine. Then we have Pilgrim's Kids. Again, I'm just gonna throw them in C. C tier is just like D means like I don't like their character. Like I have a problem with how their character's written. But C is just like they're just whatever. They're not like, there's nothing to them. I can't really say anything about them. Why is only one of Pilgrim's Kids here? This is a weird tier list. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It has the main characters I want to talk about anyways. Lieberman's Kids, I'm actually going to put in B though, because I think Lieberman's Kids actually had more to them. We actually saw them a lot more, and they actually had more of a part to play in the story. And then Sarah Lieberman, I'm going to put in A. She had a lot of great stuff as well, and I did like that, spark between her and Frank that, of course, ended in, David finally revealing himself and the whole thing, and it was just so well done. All that stuff was so well done. The last like 5 episodes of season 1 is some of the best television I've ever watched personally. I've got to be honest. Lewis Wilson, he had a really cool story as well. It was really twisted and fucked up, but it was interesting. I kind of want to put him in A for that, honestly. I think that whole storyline, it was showing like some of the struggles that veterans can go through, and especially when it comes to just trying to live in life and just trying to get acquainted with things. And this was a case of someone who just could not deal with it and ended up turning into something where he was going to do terrible things. And I really, really enjoyed that. So that's going to go there. Maria Castle, again, just like the kids, it's hard for me to put her like higher just because, like, again, she had an effect, sure, obviously on Frank, but she didn't have much of a character, if you know what I mean. Like, she wasn't there, so it was hard to do much more. Marion James, didn't really care for her too much. Neither did I care for Raphael that much. He was there, but whatever. Mitchell, I mean, he's great in Daredevil, but in here he didn't really do much. O'Connor, that was the guy with Lewis. Don't really care. Sam Stein's at A tier. I liked Sam a lot. He died in episode 8 of season 1, which I thought was a very fitting death, and I thought was actually a really really good scene, the way it was handled. It's actually one of my favorite episodes of that season. But yeah, he's not S tier. He's solid though. Stan, this guy, C, and then William Rawlins. That's probably gonna be. He was kind of a generic villain, to be honest. I don't think he was that interesting. He doesn't have as much complexity as I wish it did. Honestly, I'm moving John to A. I think John deserves to be an A, but he deserves to be in B, because I think John had more complexity than William did. Yeah, that's solid. I think that sounds good. Not much to talk about here, obviously, but I think this is a pretty standard ranking. I think most people would probably rank it like this. So I'm not, I don't think anyone's going to get too worked up about that. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below of this tier list. Let me know what you think about this episode. Let me know what you think about the season, the whole show, everything like that. I'm really, really glad we watched this. And yeah, that is it for the Defender Saga. I will not be doing the other Defender shows, unfortunately. I know a lot of people, not a lot of people, a couple people asked me if I was going to be doing Iron Fist, Luke Cage, or Jessica Jones season 2 and 3. Those are the only seasons I haven't watched yet. I decided against it because I don't think there was as much just interest in it in general. And I actually started watching Luke Cage and Iron Fist on my own. And yeah, I don't really think those would work that well for reactions. I think I need some shows to watch on my own. You know what I mean? I like watching shows on my own as well. I don't want to watch everything I ever watch for reactions. And I'm gonna, probably enjoy them. So far, I didn't think they were bad so far. So I'm definitely gonna just enjoy that on my own. But that is it for the Defender Saga. Like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you on my next one. Peace out.